Yeah. You like that little yellow thing? Like a rainbow.
Is it?
Looks like it.
Yeah, rarely.
Maybe it's just a bright brown.
Oh, sorry.
My bad.
Yeah.
Good start.
Go.
Third
Good
cast.
start.
Miles assured me I wouldn't catch any rainbows today.
That'll be the only one, probably.
Right. That one came right where he was supposed to be. He had one of his gaps.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one I could see, too. We're on the Flue today. The river I've been looking forward to fishing more than anything. Got my buddy Miles with me. Known Miles a long time. Miles has got some very conflicting opinions on how we do this. It's refreshing to have other ideas in the boat. So I'm gonna do a lot of stuff Miles does today, see how it works for me. Hopefully I learn something. But mostly we're on a hunt for a really big brown. The Foot of the Flue is known for its big brown trout. A very unique fishery, which I know nothing about, nothing, other than what I've read. But Miles has been giving me some ideas about where the fish are. It's a hard river to read, especially when you got a 30-mile. Miles just made the comment, it's harder to go downstream here than it is to go upstream because the wind's hucking right now.
But the silver lining is you get 2 or 3 shots at a spot.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going past it really fast. So
good log right there.
We're just kind of, we've only been here about 3-4 minutes, so we got that one rainbow right out of the gate. Oh, just had one. He pushed me. One just rolled up on it. Is that the log? It's hard to see in the water right now because of the wind. The water's very clear, but it's just hard to see. But my job is simply not to hook Miles today. If I get
You won't see me flinching.
okay.
I'll trust you.
I don't.
One thing too I'm interested in seeing today is how these some of these bigger streamers work in here. You know, usually I fish a lot of smaller streamers that are focused on getting down, and I don't typically fish a lot of streamers that push water and have a bigger profile. So I'm kind of curious to see how it does with that.
Yeah, when you get those waves going upstream, it's hard to read the.
It is hard to read the current, right?
You can kind of see the flat, but not. Every once in a while, like right there where it just kind of calmed down, you can see it for a second. But if you keep the wind like this all day, I'd be really happy.
Yeah. You never know. Could get lucky. Could go down.
I don't really give a Where's the end? Right here or further down?
Just a little further.
Oh, jacked my ass when I was looking down there. That was a thump.
Yeah.
That was a good feel. I'm stuck in my muck.
All right, let's give it one more, maybe trophy retrieve it. Let's move. It's a good one.
Never got a fish doing this. Ooh, got yourself a checkerboard. Oh, I gotcha. Brownie. He came running. He's just a little feller.
Good one?
No. 16 maybe, I don't know. 14 maybe. Yeah. Shooting this thing for a swimsuit show in a second if I keep sweating like this.
Yeah, I think my sweater's gonna have to come off too.
I don't know if our ratings could take it if I had a t-shirt on though.
Could be one right off that little, yeah.
Weed. Weedy. 10 incher. You got off, thank you. That was another one, that was the same size. Is there structure right there?
A lot of shoals.
I can see it looks like it's weed beds.
Weed beds and a couple logs
they're
mixed
really
in.
shallow, I can't, God damn it. Trying to see the weed beds.
Yeah, you can just pick them apart.
I can see them when we get below them, but I'm coming into them. I just got the wrong. I can't really see the. Kind of get past them and see one of them slicks.
Right.
See little. Get away from me. That's like 5 in a row of 8 on the swing. Down, hit the 6. You ever had a fish going to eat your fly and had a big fish eat the fly or the fish?
Yes.
That's badass.
Yeah.
I've only had it. It's only happened once to me. It wasn't me. It was a client, but got little rainbows chasing it, and just the biggest flotation you've.
Seba and I had one hit our like 15, 16 rainbow. That was a nice fish.
That's a brownie. Are you still out there? I was just about to say the guy was doing it. I was going to show you what the guy was doing. Shit. God, that's money water. I was about to say at least half the cast when I pull up, there's a juvenile chasing it. God, this is great structure. There's one. Oh, God damn it. He's still. Oh, he chased it. He's still on
he's still there. It's a nice brown.
Huh? I saw him come from way up there. He opened his mouth and I thought he had it the whole time swimming at me.
Yeah, I've had that a lot in here where I really give it to him at that last second, thinking that, because I see their mouth open, but.
Oh, there's another one chasing it. I don't know where he is now, but he was.
All right, this little pocket here, where if you can sneak it under those willows.
There was.
This is a.
And this one? Jesus Christ. Can't get up if I don't get off my. I'm under the cooler. Well, tell me if I get one. Thank you. Sorry. Jabroni. That there was another one. Oh, finally got you. Come on now. Just because things are going to shit doesn't mean we gotta kill each other, does it? Huh?
Guys here.
I can't believe we don't get that thing more. Go ahead.
My head, not the hole.
I know.
All right, pop one in there real quick before this thing drops off into nothingness. Yep.
We're getting a really skinny flat, and what we were fishing was drawing fish, but I do a lot of my own dungeons without weight in them, and I put on one that's totally unweighted. I'm gonna fish kind of higher just to see if they'll come in and chase it. And I don't know, it got kind of bright for a second, but as usual when you do that, clouds move in right after you switch it up. Oh, get out of there. Yeah, I'll get it away from him. That was bugging Quentin yesterday.
Oh, that's a nicer brown.
Just as I stepped down, I'm like, oh, I got the motor.
He ate it like right under the surface. That was cool.
Ice fishing, hard water.
That was a cool eat.
Get away from there, buddy.
We're kind of eddied out.
Oh, don't show that. Bleep. My bad, sorry. Yeah. Haven't taken a fish picture other than this 8 years. I got a 25.5 on the white, which isn't a big fish.
There.
And I wouldn't have taken a picture of it other than the guy I was with wanted one because we hadn't fished together in forever. He's the guy that edited my books. I says, no, man, we're in good water. Let's just keep fishing, get a real one. He's like, F that, I want a picture. And so we take a picture of it, and I've just got it out of the hog trough, so I know exactly how we carried the hog trough with us. Put them in, lift them out, right?
Yeah.
Put it in, it's 25.5. Go like this to Jerry. Give him the picture and throw it in. Get back, Johnny says, you catch any good ones? He says, nah, got one, got this one. He goes, what is it, 17? I go, 17, it's 25, and he goes, F you. Jerry pulls, there's one of it in the trough. He goes, I says, you're so used to look at those stupid f***ers on Instagram giving you this f***ing push that you think you see a real fish that nobody's pushing it, and I've never taken another picture since. That this, who cares? There would be no better made for TV eat than one that comes out of that. I was watching Trevor Gowdy fishing down here somewhere. He's got Joan Wolf in the boat. Get off. No, you didn't get that. Shoot. Oh my God, it's right where I don't need you to eat this. I tried to get it away from him too. Wow, he's
Pretty looking fish.
Pretty. Ah, God, I suck. Okay, I blew that.
Still good.
It was fun though. I got line tied in knots. Oh, well, that was fun. It's gonna happen sooner or later, whether I like it or not.
See the shelf?
It took 15 shots to get one hole. I got the shelf. Maybe I can hit that. What do you say?
Yep.
Ugly behavior. Come on, baby. Oh. Need him to come out from that shadow on the bank all day yesterday. I have no idea what happened. I went and talked to Brian. Said, you ever have this happen where like just
couldn't get it in there?
I couldn't do it, and I couldn't make a cast. I could not push my rod. I couldn't cone my loop. I couldn't do anything. And I felt great. I had no excuses. Things pulling.
We got there. I didn't see that one eat.
I think I got him snagged. Because he's not like, he ain't big enough to be pulling this hard. Oh, he's just wrapped in it. Yeah, I got him in the guts.
You want to push down to him?
Let's your net up.
Sometimes.
You know? Sometimes it's just not your day.
This next.
Oh, I got you that time.
There you go.
A rainbow, isn't it? That was a rainbow.
Brown.
Is it? It is a brown. It's so shiny.
See how quick you can get them off. This spot right here is really good.
Okay. Been a real commonality to every single fish where he's been.
Yeah.
Right? They've been in that same style. Whoa.
Yep.
Forgot I was fishing. There's. So we got that much figured out.
Once we get down a little further, this whole left side plays really well.
The left bank?
Yeah, not even the bank, just all of this out in the middle is just structure all the way across. This is my favorite part of the whole river, is the end of the side channel.
And how deep do we want to be?
So it gradually gets from like a foot on the bank to like the deeper part of the drop off of the shelf is about under the boat. So it kind of like does this.
Willie. Oh, there you are.
Slapped it into my face.
I didn't know what it was at first. I'm thinking I want to do yellow. So this fly is designed to be wounded it's a hovering fly.
What's that one called again?
Flatliner. And so the hook's orientation,
Sideways.
and so you kick it and it does this big,
Yeah.
and then you let it, and then it's just, you ever fish any gear? It's called a suspension bait.
Not in a long time.
It's made so you kind of kick it and let it die, and then you twitch it. And so you can fish it just straight. You can just twitch it if you want. But I made it to do that. I do a long one, kick, pause, big, kick, pause, and you just, and you'll see trout come underneath it and they'll freeze. And you do that twitch, and it's Bassmaster Elite. It's cool as shit. But yellow is my favorite brown trout color. Isn't that weird? Probably because of Joe Brooks. If I can, it's hard to do if you can't see it. So if I can't see the fly, I'm not gonna try to, I have to see it to fish it, right?
Right.
And so if I can't, I kind of give it big pulls, and then I just little twitches and big, kind of like I was doing up there on that one white one where I stretch at that and then stopping.
Yeah.
But it's, half of the fun of this thing is that you get to see them come underneath it, and just, the anticipation's scary. People ask me what my favorite fly is all the time.
Yeah.
And I said, well, my favorite fly, my favorite, my favorite is this. I mean, to fish, this is it, because you can do whatever you don't have to, you can just switch it up, you know. You can just twitch it, you can do whatever you want with it. But they tend to really like that long strip, and then I think that gets their attention, you know, the wavelength and all that. Kind of gives you that thing where you think you're the, I mean, for me, I feel like I got him coming out, and the whole time I'm engaged. I'm just, I'm happy, you know? And I don't like to be happy. You want to be tight on it as much as you can, because then you can, this would not be a client fly. I mean, I see guys that, especially down in the white, it took off down there. This guy's just nothing but strip them.
Yeah.
They don't do anything, they just
Strip them
run
normal.
them sideways, and they'll let them pause a little bit. Shit, I've seen guys do them this long. It's like, musky guys use them a lot.
What do you think about color?
I think it's the most important thing there is.
Yeah.
To initiate the strike, to find the strike. Yeah. I think it's the most important thing there is. Find it, and I don't care what. If it's yellow, if it's olive, it's olive. It doesn't. Then second would be profile. Maybe you got them on an olive bite, but they're on olive, but you know, you got a woolly sculpin on, or you got a, and then, or a dungeon or whatever, and they're eating it, but they're not. Then you go to a low profile olive. I hate when it gets caught like it did right there, when I'm not in control of it. I always feel like they've come underneath it, and I think fish come to your fly when it hit.
Yeah.
I think if they're within 20 feet, they're on it in less than a second. How do you like that, I gotta tell you, that hurt. Drove that son of a bitch right in my ear. Here, look. If you ever get a good bite on this thing, it will ruin you. I mean, like I said, it's for guys like you who can fish and do, if you want, just for the playtime.
Yeah.
Because you get to, oh no, get off there. You get to be so engaged with it.
Yeah, it's perfect speed. This is my favorite spot in the whole, this section, this last 500 yards. or 400 yards, whatever it is.
And I'm using an experiment. That's genius. But if we get to 30 down here on this chartreuse, you'll never fish anything but the rest of your life.
I'll have to tie some clousers. I fish a lot of clousers in here.
Figure we could go back through it real easy with anything else. So we have a motor.
Yeah. Oh, that was sick.
I didn't even see it. It's like you see where my line was. Boil it up, or what did it do?
Yeah, he ate it on top. Kind of boiled on it.
Big one?
No, but decent sized one.
Gotta like that. That's what I told you they do when they, right there's when they'd eat it when you pause. Usually right after a... Yeah, me too.
I do that with every fish, so
Dude,
these guys always make fun of me when
I was looking straight at my feet to see if I wrapped around that tiller mo. And
I react that way to pretty much every fish that eats it, so.
I do.
I like that they responded to chartreuse.
Yeah, yeah. All right, these last patch of shoals here. Pretty juicy.
In here.
Yeah. Checkerboard stuff.
Oh, this is. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, shit. Did the exact same thing. Looked down to see if I was gonna trip over that fucking tiller. Missed the whole thing.
It wasn't a big one, but
I was looking down. I wanted to make sure I could hit every one of these weed things, and a fucking line goes. Da, 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 da. God damn it! Missed both of them. Oh God, that
was a nice one.
God.
That was a better one.
Yeah, I saw that one. What do you know about that?
What's your idea on fish eating it again or chasing it again? Or?
Normal places, not as much as here. I mean, but
yeah.
I mean,
You think that once they've attracted their attention, even if they're not stung, they probably won't come back around for it?
Sometimes just the opposite. When they're juiced, you'll see them though. Especially when they shark, when they fin out and stuff, it's almost impossible not to have them eat it again. And if they really, really wrap it, you gotta, if you notice my first cast went lower, when they wrap it and they think they might have got it, they'll go downstream of you. And they're looking for it, right?
So you think they'll kind of move downstream a little bit?
8-10 feet. They're looking to see if they wounded it, because they let go of minnows after they hit them and kill them to eat them. And so then they go down low. And so if you get a really big wrap, and I don't care how much you sting them, because if they bite something, they can get, there's potential for getting stung by a lot of I don't know about here, nothing got a spiny dorsal maybe, but get off my line. Like right in here is right, I suspect that fish would be dropped back to.
Yeah. Okay.
I've literally seen them hit it. I've seen them get real fish and let it go, and watch them, and they swim really fast downstream. I mean, they're not looking for anything but to get down, and they spin really fast. And they sit there and they go back and forth. Is that a fish? And they just shark back and forth looking for this thing to come down. Yeah. And once they see it, they have to eat it head first. So they just kind of, they get all fucking weird trying to make sure, and then it's like, yeah. Eat that, it's gone. Oh, that was a great flurry. We know they eat. Man, that one was nice. Yeah. And I had it, damn it, I don't know what he got. I don't know how he got a...
Few off the gravel bar here, and then take a little break and motor up somewhere else.
Copy that, Red Rider. Oh, whoa, what the f was that? That was a move. Holy, was that a broadside? That was a broadside.
Come get it.
He was down here, but he was underneath it too. I mean, I got that thing deep. He's right in there. It was broad. He didn't even get close to the fly. That's the biggest thing we've seen today, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you saw it. It was so deep, I didn't think.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
It didn't, it rolled underneath the fly, and it just turned around. Has my heart rhythm a little different than it was right now. Oh, gotcha. That's not him.
Little
but
guy.
He's little. God damn, he's right where he's supposed to be.
Placed him.
I'm not sure. I can't see that fish right now up there, to tell you the truth. My fly. Well, I know one thing. They like chartreuse. You can't be guidish with me, Miles. Excuse me, sir, would you like a cup of coffee while we're waiting for you to get up off your ass? Doesn't work. You know, hey, can you get your ass up? That works really good. Yeah.
We hooked that one too last time. Oh, there's one. Come on, come on. Yeah, nicey.
That was a beauty. He did what he was trained to do. Get the bug. He ate it 3 times. He wanted to be on TV. He's a chunker. Fat kid.
Finger up out of there. There we go. Bye.
We went through this run earlier and we used yellow and chartreuse big flatliners, and so we moved a really big fish up there, didn't get it this time, and so we went to still chartreuse, but it's a bunny fly, it's a big profile, there's not much to it. There's a little tiny bunny and it's sheep, right? Green eyes, but we're just going through because we never used this color going through it, and just see if they would eat chartreuse, and
seems like they're liking chartreuse.
They seem to like chartreuse. Yeah. And so that was one of the coolest eats.
Yeah, just
I mean, the thing comes up, pausing and going.
It's awesome.
Gotta love that. You know what's going on across that?
Maybe like a jiggly floaty fly.
It's gonna get a zoo cougar. I can run it right. Do you see that fish come right there?
I didn't know.
Probably 16, 17. Just floated up right there behind it and just looked at it. There's no fly I have more.
Oh, yeah.
I just said there's
Yeah,
no fly I have
baby.
more confidence in than this across a weed bed. They just do not like to have stuff go over their heads on weed beds.
Oh.
There's another one. Might have put a little too much heat getting him out of them weeds. She came back and got it after it. She hit it twice.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh. This is truly my favorite fishing in the world, crossing weed beds. I mean, I've done hundreds and hundreds of seminars on reading on streamer stuff.
Yeah.
And I always talk about fishing checkerboards.
Yeah.
And checkerboards, particularly that have upwelling, the mass of that weed bed right there,
Yeah.
where my fly is right now, has a negative current behind it.
Right.
Because of that upwelling.
Yeah.
Because of stacking these things.
Oh, I know.
And every guide will call it frog water and motor through
man.
it. So we just went down, had lunch, and we came back up, and you saw we got that big girlfish that come out and eat off these weed beds. But since it's experiment day, I asked Miles if I could run something ridiculously big and shiny through this weed bed, which I just caught. We only fished it for a second. I just caught one down there on a zoo cougar, which is my absolute favorite fly to fish over weed beds, but it's experiment day, so we're going to throw on the biggest, flashiest, ridiculously disco ball, my Slick Willie, which is, I've never really fished it in this kind of water, but it'll be very visual. I fished it in faster water like this, but not this. So they'll get a good look at it. And as you saw when I opened that box, I had a comb in it. When you run synthetics, and I fished this yesterday, if you keep a comb with you, a lot of times when you run synthetic material, these materials are so light, they get wrapped around you can see how much I've already lost just right there, which that was not nice, but it gets wrapped around your articulation. And so it behooves you to keep one of these with you. We went on a walk, so I took that with me. But keep it with you, and if it gets matted up, comb it out quick. It'll double the size of your fly, it'll make it look bigger, and if it's all wadded up, you don't need it anyway because it's kind of just kinking things up.
Go left side here, too.
Okay. And so, okay. But it's just, you can see how big and bright this fly is in the water. And it's very, very, very light, so it won't sink. I lengthened my leader. And that's again, Miles and I have different opinions on leaders, and we all have our own ideas why things work or don't, but and we agree. I use this length of a leader over weed beds because I can drag it, right? And so, but again, I don't have any rules. If I'm with somebody as good as Miles, I'm sure as hell not going to argue on his river, right? And so, but it's our experiment day. And so I'm gonna do, with his permission, I'm not gonna go crazy out here, but we've tried some stuff. From a guide perspective, a lot of times you don't wanna experiment with your customers. And so, see him? He's still under there. So honestly, I have so much confidence in this fly too, but in the zoo cougar, when we were walking down here, when we were right down here, we were wade fishing it, and I said, on cue, it was like the fish was listening to me, I have no more confidence in any fly on weed beds, and weed beds are my favorite.
Yeah, so today we fished the Foodle-de-Foo, the lower Foodle-de-Foo, the last 5 miles until it empties into Lago Yelcho, where you guys have been fishing and seeing us fish the last few days. So the top end of the system. It was fun. It's primarily brown trout, primarily streamers. I don't really fish much else. Had a pretty strong northwest wind today.
You think?
But we made the best of it. And
I'm not gonna go ice my hand for pushing that.
But yeah, we experimented with new flies and new techniques that I don't usually employ here, but it was actually pretty interesting. I learned a lot of cool stuff.
It was a blast.
Yeah, it was really fun.
They got on a good eat for us. It was fun. That was a hoop.
Yeah.
So we did a bunch of different stuff, but the final stuff on those flats and those little weed beds or giant weed beds, absolutely my favorite thing on earth. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. I was so excited. But that one was one for the books. I hope you liked it. I'm sure it'll help you out.
Cool.
And if you want to book Miles, tell him to come work for us.
Yeah. So if you wanted to book Miles or any of the guys here, you'd go through 11 Angling. It's an incredible lodge. But if you wanted to book Miles back in Montana, He works for BSA, Big Sky Anglers. It's a spectacular group of guys that own that thing. They're right in Yellowstone, not far from my lodge. You won't be disappointed.